something about the walls. And I admit, I really have a problem with that because, like I said, it's taken me a lot to get to where I am. And I'm not going to let, or I don't want to let anybody come in and then just throw me off course, because when emotions get involved, you start to see things differently. You might be blind, and then you might end up, I don't want nobody driving me to drink. I got enough issues. So it's like,
I think I said something like, some people put up walls not so we can knock them down, but to see who try to get through them.
Yeah. And I was like, me. And then she said, "Is that work?" And I was like, no.
No, and somebody else, it was a guy. I was glad because you and another guy commented, and he said it didn't work either.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But it takes time. It does take time. It's been a great conversation. It really has. I wanted to have a successful marriage, and to a man and a woman who are both in successful marriages tell me some secrets, because you all are doing something that very few of us have figured out how to do. Y'all not gonna hear me give any advice on love, because clearly I don't know anything about it. I'll tell you what not to do, but that's about all.
I want to tell people to not be afraid, even if you're thinking about getting married, don't be afraid to ask for advice. Because, I mean, the same way we have teachers that teach us everything else, people go to parenting classes, it makes you a better parent. We went to a marriage enrichment class. Marriage is not going to be easy. A relationship is not easy in the first place, you know. So if you need relationship counseling, or, you know, just to see how to make your marriage better, even no matter how far you are into it, I don't care if it's 5 months or 5 years, you may need that, and it's so refreshing. We went through that on our 3-year mark, about a 12-week class, and I came out of that class feeling like I was a newlywed again. Like, I wish I'd known this, you know, before.
That's good.
And I think if I needed to do it again, if I forgot one day, you know, I took all my notes, but I would go back.
Yeah.
You need that from time to time.
How you keep the fire alive, right?
It works.
That's good. And Diverse Gems, tell me about that.
I'm
sorry, we just from here to there, but we rapping.
Oh, yeah, the nonprofit. Basically, I wanted to start a community group because I came from a big family. And it's 7 of us. We are all a year apart, and we had 1 parent. So, I mean, you can't get any more underprivileged than that. And so I wanted to be able to give people resources that I didn't have when I was growing up. I didn't have money for school, you know. I didn't even have money to buy books, so I couldn't get the scholarship. And, you know, everything takes another step. So what Diverse Gems does is provide resources to those who wouldn't otherwise be, you know, they wouldn't be accessible to them. We gear towards social development and help people become self-sufficient. And, you know, those are the people that are missed. We often look at the homeless and, you know, everybody that's poverty side. And then we look for the money from the rich, but what about the people in the middle? And that's what we cater to.
Yeah. And that's true. I can go on. I can talk about the middle people for a long time.
I'm a middle person.
Like, for the people in the middle, you just out there now. If I ain't care and I didn't want to even work, then they would help me. But that's a whole nother subject.
So that's what Diverse Gems is for, because I looked around and there was no other organization like that. So, and we wanted to stress the diverse, you know, part, because so many people are like, you know, we say we're not racist, but we tend to be like with our like kind, you know, people. So I wanted to stress diversity because it's just a color. Cultures are different, but it's not anything wrong with learning about a different culture at all. You might learn a lot. Just talk to somebody from a different culture one day.
It's been a good conversation. Thank you very much for coming and being here. You're very welcome. If there be pain. If there be pain, all you need to do is call on to me to be with you. And before you hang up the phone, you will no longer be alone. Together we can never fall, because our love will conquer all. If there be pain, reach out for a helping hand, and I shall hold you wherever I am. Each breath I breathe will be unto you, for without you here, my joy is through. My life was lived through falling rain, so call on me if there be pain.